Welcome to episode 44 of the Fake Fans Podcast. We are here returning with our two favorite guests, me and Peter. I don't think I have any more of the introduction to say.
Scarra, how are you doing, man?
Dude, I've been getting owned.
Dude.
I these last 2 weeks, so we've moved in and I've tried to settle into my routine. Unfortunately, into our new house. So the best part about moving is that you set your routine for like what you do during that house. Mm-hmm. And so you gotta make sure everything's good. Like, yeah, like I said, like your level of cleanliness, you gotta set like what you do on a day by day. And like, honestly, I'm pretty happy.
Wait, pause. Sorry.
Yes.
When did you move in again?
I moved in about a month ago. So
it was only a month ago?
I want to say like maybe a month and a half. But like, I'm at the point where like I have the routine, and my routine is I walk to the gym every day, 3 blocks away, do cardio every day, plus maybe a little bit of weights every other day, and I'm pretty happy with that. Mm-hmm. Then I go grab food, and then I come back and I end up streaming for most of the day. What I've been streaming most of the time has been 2xKO, because me and Peter are officially in this suffering in this 2xKO tournament. But honestly, I love fighting games, and this is my first tag fighter alongside Peter. 2xKO is the Riot Games tag fighter that released into open beta-ish, early access-ish.
Is this early access?
I want to say this is their official open beta.
Okay, because 11 characters, right?
Yeah, 11 characters. It's 11 character tag fighter, 2-person tag fighter, and 2 people can play with each other. I think 2v2 is super fun. It's like really, really, really enjoyable. Me and Peter are actually on the same team, and we're playing for $80,000. Which is a lot of fucking money. I think it's literally like one of the biggest prize pools for fighting games, any fighting game this year that's not like one of those $1 million prize pools. So we've been playing for the last 2 weeks, and honestly, after 2 days of seeding, which are like we play Swiss against every other team. There are 8 total teams, so we play a lot of the other 7 teams. My record is currently 4-10.
Mine's 6-8, but part of those wins are like shared with Scarra because of the nature. Like basically, during the seeding matches, each player on the team plays 2 matches. Mm-hmm. So, but like for the first match, it's me and Scarra because I'm the lowest seed 4. Scarra's seed 3. But then the next match is me, seed 4, with our team member Kenny, Unruly, seed 2. Really cool guy, by the way. But yeah, so I play 2 matches. Scarra plays 2 matches. Each player on our team potentially could play 2 matches. And in this format, there's like 5 pairings in each team. So the way that the tournament is structured is essentially in a match, the first team to get 3 wins basically wins the match. Mm-hmm. So let's just say that as the first person, me and Scarra are the first pairing to fight for our team, so there is a lot of pressure on us to do well so that there's less pressure on the rest of the team. Actually, to be honest, there's a lot of pressure I feel like they're on me, because if I lose both my matches, every match after me has to win in order to win the series.
The way it works is if we lose all 3 matches, the coach never plays. Then, and for our team in particular, K7 Show Off is our coach. He is a Yasuo main, and he's really, really good. Like, he is like an anchor player for us. So if we don't get to our coach, like our top 2 players don't even get to play, or like one of them don't even get to play. So it's really important that we win the first 2 matches. So me and Peter have been playing a lot together, and over all of our practice over the last couple of weeks, man, we just get smoked. We get
listen.
Well,
okay.
Actually, the matches are really close.
The matches are close. Mm-hmm. I definitely think that you and I have improved a lot since we first started playing. I could hardly even chain together combos when we first started playing because I'm still just like not that experienced with fighting games. Mm-hmm. I still whiff and drop lots of combos all the time, but I would say that I've
tons, like almost every time.
Hey, you want to know the amount of times I've heard Scarra say, "Does this hit?" and then he does a super and it just completely misses, and then Vi is now stun locked into like a 3-second cooldown to get his ass in by Teemo? A lot.
This game has this Teemo, and if you've ever seen Teemo from League of Legends, annoying little rat. And then in this game, imagine that, but times 2. Really, really obnoxious character, and we have to play teams that playing up to 4 Teemos. Which are Teemo's a zoning character in this game, really obnoxious zone control and like spacing character. And my God, like I actually don't have that much of a problem with my character because I think that Vi enters pretty well. but Teemo is just really, really, really annoying. And whenever Teemo has this one thing where he does a super and he calls in his assist, and they get to play while you're blocking for your life. And usually it's with a Yasuo, so there's called samurai back shots when you get hit with it. And I'm taking a lot of those every time I play. Like almost every time I play, I'm taking some of those.
We have the most ethical team, by the way. There are 8 teams in this tournament, and of the 8 teams, we are the only team not running a Teemo. And we only have one Yasuo player who is our coach. And honestly, there is a world where you'll just never see the Yasuo play because me and Scarra failed our team.
All of our games is what he means to say. Because if we 3-0, the other team will also never not get to play.
It's true.
And we also have the only Darius player. So we're actually
we have the only Darius player?
We're literally MVP. Like we are so cool and hip.
No. Boger's playing Darius.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wow, this is Bulgarian erasure. That's kind of crazy. Boger, okay. I'm so sorry, bro.
Boger literally always brags about Bulgaria, and I'm sick of it. Okay, I don't need to know that your country has like 10% global tax, and that's it. And like if you misjudge your taxes, your accountant's like, oh, don't worry, we just pay $100 fee for the year. And I'm like, I would commit fraud every year, man. Like, come on. Anyways, a little bit distracting. 2XKO has been on my life for the entire 2 weeks. All I do every day, wake up, gym, come back, 2XKO for like hours. In the meantime, I'm playing a little bit of Uma on the side, but it has been warping my life. And I really enjoy Sajam Slams in general, so I opted into this. I could have went to China. I had an offer at the table where Riot was like, hey, we'll fly you to World Finals. And I said no. I said, no, I don't need your free flight. In fact, let me go stay inside for 2 weeks and play this game. And I'm having a blast. Like honestly, I'm really happy I'm playing it with Peter. I think that like I don't like to play against my friends, so I'm happy to play with him. And Lily's also playing, and Lily is not on my side of the bracket. The only person I know that we have to play against we have to play against Sykkuno first round, because after we just did all our seeding, and so our first match is against like Sykkuno, which is a really weird player. This guy plays a ton off stream, and he has like such good B&B combos. But he has the lowest rated player by far because he plays the worst team in the game, Juggernaut Jinx. So it's just really interesting. He's a really, really interesting dude. I feel like I have to beat him. I have to beat his ass. I don't think about that about my other friends. I gotta beat his ass. We have to win.
We have to win.
Yes.
We actually did really well against him the first time we played, and then we got smoked yesterday. So
smoked. It was like a 2-1.
Was it 2-1?
It was like okay. This is sound really embarrassing. In the fighting game community, they'd say stuff like 0-2 but close. I feel like I'm about to say that it was an 0-2 but like really close. Like it was like 1-1 and then we lost.
I played real bad yesterday, guys. I'm gonna be honest, but
no.
It's all good. It happens.
The way I see it is like it's really easy to be down on yourself for not being good enough. And even when you're the best player in the game, our coach drops combos sometimes, and I make fun of him for it. And he's like, "What the?" But like, it's really just like fighting games for me is overcoming your inner thoughts, like your inner demons. All of it is just beating yourself, pretty much. Because as long as you keep playing, you're gonna improve. It's just like, can you overcome the struggle of like the dark thoughts of I'm trash at this game, I'm a piece of shit, I shouldn't have been born, my mom should have like
aborted me.
Like all these thoughts. When you miss a combo, you drop a combo, you get hit with something. It's all these thoughts just happen all the time. But I like the kind of fight against myself. So I love fighting games. I think I'm really happy to be a part of Slam again.
I'm very new to fighting games. I'm having a great time though. It is so much pressure though. Like I've never experienced this type of pressure. I've competed in like creator tournaments before in the past, but like I feel like this is like a new level of pressure because it's just like it really is just you. I mean, like not really, but it's like me and my one teammate. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pressure on you to perform well individually. Your teammate could only bail you out so much unless they are K7 Show Off, the fucking greatest fighting game player of all time, I guess. Like his Yasuo is disgusting. But yeah, I'm kind of like getting used to like not fucking beating myself up in the moment because I made the most silly fucking mistakes ever of all time. But it's been good. Like the feeling of like putting things that you put into practice in an actual match feels really good. So it's a very addicting feeling. And I also just gotta say, I was a 2x KO doomer. Like I thought this game was so ass the first time I played it. I remember the first time I played 2x KO was I think last year's TwitchCon.
It was like maybe
2 years ago. It was at a TwitchCon, and I remember trying it out. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is cool, guys! Like, this game sucks ass." Pressing buttons feels like shit.
It was in the party. It was everyone said the same thing. It was him that said the same thing. Talked to Cutie, talked to like Sid, Toast, talked to everyone who played the game. Everyone didn't like it. And I was just like, oh shit. Maybe they have a bad product on their hands. And then a year or 2 years later, it feels good.
They're cooking.
Yeah, it feels good. Even with like the Teemo being a Teemo, like Echo Yasuo being a demonic forces of nature, literally fighting demon lords on the battlefield. The game itself is really fun to press buttons. I feel like it's really creative too. Like I have made combos and had help with my chat to finish them off. And I'm like, oh, I'm the only one who does this shit. That's cool. And then I worked in Peter with some of my own combos. And it's like, we can pull off a sick combo. No one else is doing this shit. No one else doing the shit we doing.
Yep.
And it's cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I don't know, man. It just feels really good when like fucking Scar, like I do my combo. Scar's like, tag me in. I tag him in. Hear the whoosh of him being tagged in. He does his fucking combo. He uppercuts the dude into the air. I get tagged in and I just like fucking bite his ass and then I send him to the ground. Fucking Wolverine shit, howling. You know, like it was great. Like it feels really good. I don't know. It does actually just feel really fucking good. Like you and your friend like dunking on someone with a combo that you've been practicing for like an hour. So it's nice. So the buttons feel good. Characters choices were good. I think so far I've been liking it.
Yeah, I think they have some systems changes to work on and some character balance, but overall, pretty fucking good game. And we will report back in future fake fans about how cool we are after winning. I think first place wins $20,000. So these events are like the prize pool split amongst a lot of the creators. Like they'll think the bottom team gets $5,000 just for showing up, which is $1,000 a person.
Wait, really?
Yes. And then the top team gets $20,000.
Wow.
Which of course a 4 times difference, but if you get the Evo, you don't get paid out unless you're top 8. I think maybe not top 6.
Yeah, it's a very generous spread.
Yeah, so like it is a really nice spread, and obviously like a lot of people are putting in the hours for it. I've seen people putting in like fucking 5 to 10 hours a day just grinding it out, and respect. You know, that's a lot of work. I think I legitimately have been putting 4+ hours every day. And even if people open my stream and like this guy's playing Uma again, which I am when I take breaks, I'm still putting in the time, and he's putting in the time too. I see him online every night. To be honest, like I wish I could spend more time playing it, but I do try to at least put like 2 to 3 hours in every day to just like practice combos. I think my main issue is that I don't play against real people a lot. It's more just like me labbing and like muscle remembering a lot of the combos that I'm learning and trying to like learn the stuff that the coaches taught me, but like. Honestly, I should just rip the Band-Aid and play people in ranked, man. Like, fuck. We can just play. Yeah. But like, I do think like learning process is pretty straightforward in terms of when you teach people, hey, this is the concept. And then we're going to need to do like, here are the examples. And then you need to implement this concept with the examples. And it's like, there's only so much time you can spend in the lab before like, all right, let's fight real people. And when you fight real people, you're gonna drop your shit.
Yeah,
it just happens.
Yeah,
but you know what? That's you learning. It just takes some time. You just don't beat yourself up over it, and you keep going.
What I've learned though is that like there's just so many unexpected situations that happen in fighting games, and like you win if you're able to react to it in time. Like, oh shit, they dropped a combo. Like you don't expect people to drop combos, but then sometimes they fucking do, and then like you just have to react in time and punish that shit. Or like sometimes like they're put in a weird spot that you weren't expecting, and you just got to do the most optimal move to punish them for being in that spot, etc.
Yep.
Like it's a lot of reaction time, which is hard for Team Unk. Well, by the way, our fucking combined ages for our team, we're called Team Unk by the rest of the tournament because
or Unction. Welcome to the Unction.
Welcome to the Unction. You see, Scarra's 36. I'm 35. I think Kenny's 38.
Something like that.
Brian is 30. And what's it? Our coach is the youngest person who is 25
or something. Yeah.
We're pretty old.
It's pretty funny though, honestly. I think it's been really enjoyable. The hardest thing for me is that one of my teammates I'm playing with has a full-time job, and like gets off early, and so we can only play like 2 hours a day.
The J slur.
And I'm like, man, why can't you be a full-time streamer? It's really stupid of me.
Also, he's coaching a Street Fighter event, I believe, as well.
He's coaching another separate
and he's like releasing content on his YouTube channel
at the same time, and he's a full-time YouTube. It's really crazy.
Man,
like, the
he
guy's
makes
doing
me feel
a lot.
unproductive as shit, actually. Wow.
You know what? Everyone's got their own thing. You're doing a good job.
No, but it's really fun though. I'm really excited for them to add Zaya and Rakan, so that could be like the new E couple like pairing.
I want the bad Yumi, and you literally can't do anything.
Dude, Yumi would be so funny.
The Yumi is just like it's just like you can do emotes. So like as they're like beating the shit out of you, your Yumi pops up like a nice job or like a GG or like some stupid stuff like that.
It should be like a Juggernaut fuse where like you can't actually play as Yumi, but like it just gives assist combos and stuff. And then also you get to beat the shit out of Yumi after like the like the main player dies. That would be sick.
That would be funny. It's just a training bot for you to like punch down on.
Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Dude, I photoshopped a picture of Teemo getting like with a Glock pointing at him, and now the Discord for Sage Jam or the Box Jam Slam is spamming it. It's been great.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's good. Fuck that character. That character is like our coach nonstop is just like, oh wow, that didn't hit. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Wow, that's bullshit. Wow, okay. And I'm like,
the funniest thing is I'm messaging our opposing team during the middle of his match, and they're messaging me back. There's no way that Yasuo button hit. And I'm like, shit, man. That's my coach.
Hey, at least Yasuo looks cool while he's doing it. That's what I'm gonna fucking say.
That is true. Wait, you know what else is cool?
What?
Looks cool, is awesome. The Chainsaw Man movie.
Yes, the new Chainsaw Man movie.
I have finally gone out of my humble abode and watched the movie with a couple friends. Including this man over here, like Sydney, Toast. We also had Sean Broden there, right?
Yeah,
as well. So we had a bunch of people show up. It was like on Halloween, so it was a full empty studio, and we watched the Chainsaw Man movie, the Reze arc of the movie, which is an actual arc in the actual manga. It follows the first season pretty much exactly like the manga does, and it is a beautiful movie. I do think. I think there could be some arguments about it being a little bit slow before like the action happens, which I think everyone always talks about. But overall, I think it builds the story really well, introduces a great new character with my favorite girl in the series, and it is just like when it gets to the action is such a cool. Okay, wait, I'm gonna spoilers. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. Okay, You have 5 seconds to look away. The main villain in Chainsaw Man is a villain that can essentially cause explosions. You create a fire explosion, okay? This is a very common superpower. Very, very common. The animation team did such a cool job of making it look awesome. The entire fight spans multiple, like a whole city, and ends with like a blood typhoon into like a river all across the landscape, goes just a silly amount of distance through buildings, and it's such a well animated action scene that just keeps on giving. It's one of the best action scenes I've ever seen in my life. It was such a great movie, and on something that's like fairly simple, like how can we make explosions look cool? And they did such a good job because they made the explosions come from every single possible way, and they were able to make explosions cool. At one point there was like an explosion with like death charges. There was explosions through every possible way you can make an explosion from the body. And I loved it. It was awesome. It is my favorite anime movie I've watched.
Wow, this guy's glazing. What the fuck?
Since Your Name. This is probably the best anime movie I've watched.
I think this is my favorite anime adaptation film I've ever seen.
Oh, because I'm thinking I have not watched that many. I've watched the train arc, which was a good Demon Slayer movie objectively, but I feel like they just did such a great job.
Yeah.
So I think the adaptation was just so good.
Yeah. I agree. As I liked the Reze Bomb Devil arc in the manga, but this was like another one of those examples where like the anime really elevated the series, the arc as a whole, because it was a fucking visual feast, man. Like the speed at which she's able to so first Fujimoto, like the way she's able to use her abilities is super creative, because Scarra told me before the podcast started that there is some fucking debate whether Bakugo or Reze is stronger because they have like similar abilities, like abilities based off of explosions, right? I want to say Bakugo is able to ignite his sweat or some shit, and that's what causes explosions. I want to say that's the basis of his ability, while Reze is the devil of explosions. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, there's no real fucking debate here. I think Reze just clears, right? Like, Bakugo is kind of just pretty mortal, I guess.
Let me explain the context.
Bring it in, yeah.
The last week or two on my TikTok has been flooded with usually what happens is there's a power scaling subculture of anime fans. And these are always comparing two entities in different animes, and they're like, who would win? Recently, Bakugo versus Reze has been hot, probably because of the Chainsaw Man movie. And it is fierce. It is eating up my timeline right now. With people being like, are you serious? Bakugo wouldn't even stand a chance. And the other side is like, are you serious? Reze wouldn't last 10 seconds with Bakugo. This guy put All For One in the dumpster. And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know enough about Bakugo's power to really comment. But I just think this shit's so funny.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I will also fucking admit that I'm not super familiar with Bakugo's power scaling post-villain arc. But like, if Bakugo was able to defeat All For One, is that not just a writing issue? Because how the fuck does
he like beat him up enough to where like he forces regeneration, which is like he didn't like win, but he was strong enough to like get there. If that explains it.
Dude, Reze is able to fucking rip her head off and throw it and use it as a grenade. I just don't even even if Bakugo is, purely off of the ability to regenerate, I think Reze just wins. Right? Am I crazy? Is that not just like an easy take to have? Someone in the comments will be like, wow, Peter, you clearly don't know your fucking My Hero lore because Bakugo is able to turn his cum into rocket launchers and shoot from his cock 1,000,000 times stronger than Reze can.
Okay, I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't know. But it is a funny little exercise, you know. I will say though, what did you think about the rest of the Chainsaw Man movie?
Oh, I mean, it's so fucking good, visually stunning. Just the way they were able to rip through the city. I mean, even Typhoon Devil is just like, what the fuck? It's a half of a baby's head, like. Half of a baby's head consumed in intestines. Like, that is your visualization of a typhoon, but like it kind of works because it's so fucking absurd and psychotic. And it's great. And also they fucking introduced the Shark Devil. He's just best boy. He's awesome. I love that Denji is having this epiphany, because basically what this arc does, I guess importantly, in a weird way, I don't know how important, I guess it's pretty important, is that it's trying to force Denji to use his chainsaw powers a little more creatively, right?
Yes.
So previous to this movie, I guess Denji more or less would just swing his chainsaws and just slash at people until they died. But in this movie, they're like, yeah, you got to really think about how to use your powers, because that's what they were showcasing with Reze, right? They were showcasing like, oh, she could use explosions to accelerate how fast she punches. She could rip her head off or body parts off and use them to like explode and just detonate, right? She could just like fucking snap her fucking fingers and send an explosion remotely. Shit like that. And then, like rips part, she like, spawns depth charges from her body. Like, it just shows that she is able to use her abilities in so many different ways. And Denji was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I could do that. And then the Shark Devil's like, yeah, you get it? You get it now? And then, Denji uses the chains on his chainsaw arms to use it as like a fucking, like a, what's it called? Where you like use it on a horse. I can't fucking command English words anymore as like I used to.
Is
it like the bit? The reins? The reins!
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah. I need to go through the dictionary, like just front to back cover
I
one
need to
time.
read that shit a little bit
I've been
more.
having such a hard time just thinking of easy, simple fucking words. Yeah, the reins on the horse. He uses the chains on his fucking chainsaws as reins for his horse mount, but uses it on the shark devil. And he's just like, this isn't exactly what I meant. I just think it's really fucking funny.
I think that the best part of Chainsaw Man, one of the best parts is the humor. You'll just get shit like that where like, and then like the part where you'll see Kobeni and one of the other devils come in and they're just like, she's more stronger than we thought. I'm out. And just runs away. And you're like, what? The ridiculousness adds the humor. And I love it. Like, I think that like the humor in Chainsaw Man is some of the fucking best. And I have nothing but really great things to say about this movie. Yeah, sets the stage well and then puts you on a roller coaster ride you don't want to stop. And it doesn't stop.
I must admit, though, something.
What?
Anita was really disappointed that I watched this movie without her. Hey, you are not here, babe. You are in.
Wait, I was gonna say she wasn't in the country.
No, she was in the country. She was in NorCal, I think.
Oh,
yeah, she was hanging out with friends.
Did you send her an invite at least?
No, because I knew she wouldn't be here.
But like you should have done that anyways.
Dude, did I fuck up?
I'm just saying.
Well, anyway, I will just say that if me and you go 0-2 tomorrow for Box Jam Slam,
she's been beating your ass.
No. If we lose really fast tomorrow, Anita and I are gonna go watch the movie again after the Box Jam. But the Box Jam Slam, or like what? Our tournament starts at 2, and the movie is at 7:30. So I think I can make it.
You need. I
think we could win a couple games too.
You need to cancel those plans. You are not fucking making it.
Well, we haven't made the plans. We figured that because it's been out for so long, that we could probably just buy tickets right before the movie starts.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think like unfortunately this is probably going to be less popular than Demon Slayer for a lot of reasons. A lot of good reasons.
A lot of inferior reasons.
Okay.
Because
Chill.
Infinity Castle is a worse movie than Chainsaw Man Reze arc.
I've heard that a lot throughout the week. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
I did not watch Infinity Castle. I cannot make any comments.
Infinity Castle is visually stunning. Same cast of characters you know and love. The arc that it shows does not define itself well as a movie. Sorry, it's like 45 fucking minutes of flashbacks. I enjoyed it. Like I liked it. I would still give that movie like an A.
I feel like I'm the PR department being like, whoa.
No, I still liked it.
The Fake Fans podcast does not abide by those claims 100%. And we stick to a impartial, opinionated, but positive look on this movie.
Am I the only one that's brave enough to say that Infinity Castle is not as good as the Reze arc movie? I think Infinity Castle was fine. Good even. Just not as good as the Reze arc movie.
No, I mean, I've been hearing that a lot, but I also think it's really common to shit on the most popular thing, especially if it's not perfect. I heard the same when Your Name came out, right? That Silent Voice came out the first year and got the same year and got snubbed. And honestly, it may have. Definitely.
Dude, you're not. Listen. Stop framing it in that way. Like I'm saying Demon Slayer's mid. I'm not even saying it's mid. It's kind of mid. But I liked the movie. I would give it like an A- to an A. Like it was pretty good. Like I didn't even have that much of an issue with like the long fucking flashbacks. But like, you know, I know a lot of people did. And yeah, I just think that the pacing of that film was the worst thing about it. And I also think as a manga reader, I know what's coming up. And like, I just know like, oh, I have to wait another, at least 2 years for the next movie to come out. And then movie's not even going to be the last movie.
Wait, Infinity Castle is the whole last arc, right? Is there?
No, there's 2 more movies after Infinity Castle.
Oh, is it both the Infinity Castle? It's like the last arc of the story is those 3 movies? Is that how they're doing it?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I was not sure. Where like Infinity Castle lied in their like thing.
Yes, I believe Infinity Castle is the final arc.
Okay,
I don't know what they're gonna name.
I think it's like Infinity Castle into the fight with Muzan, and that is like the ending of the entire franchise.
Okay. By the way, also this is totally random, but every time Muzan ever comes up, Anita goes hee hee. I don't know why. It's just like her thing. It's like a tick that she has every time. A TikTok we talk about it in person. We talk about the movie. Just Muzan, hee. Like she can't stop, and she knows it's cringe, but I love her for it.
That is really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you compared it to. Give it ratings. Give me give me out of 8.
Before you give your rating, can we talk about the OST? I don't know if you guys cared that much about the music.
Oh no, I thought the OST for Chainsaw Man was fucking beautiful. It was incredible. Especially in like I think the most memorable parts of the OST for me were when it was like very just casual hangouts between Reze and Denji. That was probably the most memorable parts of the OST. I think the battle OST was also sick, but like I just remember it being so like charming and soothing in a way that like you would only kind of expect from like some sort of like slice of life romance, aka the fragrant flower blooms with dignity type vibe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
I think it suited the story really well. Like it wasn't like a over the top like. I think the OST what I remember the most is like the very end where the music is building up for the potential part right before the very end. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Anyways, I think that part was what was most memorable, and I think that they overall, if the music, I thought the music just suited the parts of the story really well. I wouldn't say that I had remembered any particular moment super well as wow that was banger, but overall I just enjoyed it throughout, which I think is the best compliment I can give. You know. It may not have scores that I remember and put on my Spotify, but overall it's the movie justice.
You know, honestly, I tend to not like remember the score too much either if it's within the film itself. I know that sounds really bad, but yeah, I guess sometimes I just get so immersed in what's happening that like I'm not thinking like separately like, oh man, the score is so good. I'm thinking more like, oh man, this is so good. I don't know if that's like does that make sense?
I think that's really common. It's very rare you're gonna get multiple like inceptions or something like that, or like like Star Wars. Like you're gonna have like their one main. What's that one song called or one OST called where they're doing the sunrise on the planet?
2001: A Space Odyssey. No.
It's the
Lion King?
It's the Star Wars sunrise.
Oh.
The
bum, 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 bum. That one? Bum, bum,
Yes.
bum, 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 bum.
I forgot what this song, but like it's rare you're gonna get songs like that. Oh, Binary Sunset. Where like I think that it's more commonly that you're just gonna sit and watch and enjoy a movie and then be like, oh, you know, this part was really excellent. And the music that happened during this part really did it justice. I think that's what happened during the movie.
Yeah, I think this might just be for me individually, but like I will very rarely will there ever be like music so good during a movie that I'm just like, oh, I need to look up the soundtrack later, unless it was specifically like a musical. Yeah. So, but like I still remember like thinking the music was really good for this film as well. What were you saying? Rating out of 8?
I stun locked you with that one. Yeah, I wanted a rating between the two anime movies that you watched, and I wanted it out of 8.
Oh God. Okay, I would give Infinity Castle like a 6.5 out of 8.
Okay,
which I think is pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
It just sounds bad because you just hear 6.5.
Yeah,
but
okay.
You gave me 8 as the fucking scale, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
And then I would give like...
No, it's great because we can use this for the editor to cut the rating. Oh my God. Everyone's going to think it's out of 10. Keep going.
Everyone... Oh my God, that's fucked up. You're actually clickbaiting me. I would give Chainsaw Man, I guess, a 7.2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly... That is a little bit lower than I expected.
Well, okay. I still think the best thing I've seen from Fujimoto in film would be Look Back. That was my like. I loved Look Back so much. It was so good, and I mean, this was really good, but like I think what Look Back was just like this one encapsulated story.
Look Back is a one-shot written by Fujimoto on his break.
Yeah.
His Chainsaw Man break between arcs 1 and 2, I think. Or something like that. Breaks between Chainsaw Man. And he ended up doing a 100+ page one-shot over a course of a couple months.
Yeah.
And then it just got published completely. and it's actually online for free. You can just read it. And then it's great. It's super super good story. And then it was so good that they turned into a full movie.
Yep. And it was really fucking good. I definitely cried when I saw this. It was incredible. I think the Reze film at the end of the day is like, oh, that's so stupid because I said like the best anime adaptation film I saw was Reze. I guess like it would be the best. I guess the Reze arc would be the best anime adaptation movie from like an ongoing series. Probably would be a better way to say it. But Look Back is my favorite. I think it's like nearly perfect, just like from start to finish. While Reze, I mean, like the Chainsaw Man Reze arc movie is like really fucking good, but ultimately it's just like one part of like a larger story. So that's like why I can't like. Maybe that's a dumb way to fucking. Like,
no, I think you should be able to you could quantify your reasoning.
I give it an 8 out of 8. Chainsaw Man Reze arc, and I give Look Back 8.5 out of 8. Because you gave me this stupid fucking metric to go by, so I'm gonna break it.
You know what? I'll take that.
What do you give it then?
Ooh. I think it's because I haven't seen a lot of anime movies recently, so this really stuck home with me. Because again, I think it's the best one I've seen since Your Name. But it's been a while since I've seen that. Do I think it's better? For me, the best anime movie of all time is Spirited Away. I think that's my clear 10 of 10.
Ew, basic.
It is, but I'm a basic bitch.
I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with like
it's a straight 10 for me. And so for me, it doesn't reach those heights. But if I were to grade it out of 10 like a normal person, I don't know why you would grade it anything out of 8. I would grade it probably like a solid like 8.8 to 9
out of 10.
A very very.
So
good.
You're doing it out of 10. You're doing it out of 10.
Well, yeah. I mean, why would you ever grade something out of 8?
That's fucking crazy. You're such a coward. You're such a fucking coward.
Why would you ever grade anything
You're
out of
such
I don't understand
coward,
why you
dude.
would grade that something out of 8.
I can't believe you, man. That's insane. Also, by the way, please, Ghibli fans, do not come at me. I was joking. It's perfectly fine to have Spirited Away be your favorite movie. I think liking popular things a lot is not a bad thing.
Yeah, dude, it's actually crazy. Like, I'm a born hipster with opinions. Like, when I play any game, I want to play like the uncommon characters. When I play fighting games, I want to kind of do the same a little bit. And it's just like, I think I have some basic ass tastes. And honestly, I live for that shit. It's like... It's nice, man.
No, our coach was making fun of him for all his character choices. It was really funny. Like Vi, and then also Manon from Street Fighter. Like he's like, oh, you just like losing.
I play French characters without many options sometimes.
I thought you hate French people.
Whoa. I'm going to Paris in about 2 months, man.
Yeah, that surprises me because how much you hate the French.
I'm not looking to get pickpocketed on my second like there, man. I am just chilling. I'm actually chilling. I really do hope, though, that the French trip is going to be great. The biggest problem with the French trip is I
like how you say the French trip.
My trip to France.
So my French trip. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Okay.
That's crazy.
Is that they are famous for their pastries. And unfortunately, I love bread, so I might just gain 1 billion pounds while I'm there.
They do have some good ass fucking bread.
And
there.
I cannot. That's the only thing that might be the worst.
You'll be fine. There's a lot of walking in France. Also, smoke. That's what they do in France. Just smoke everywhere,
dude. I do think that like growing up around D.A.R.E helped me a lot to think that like smoking and drugs weren't cool.
Oh, D.A.R.E, like the program. I thought you were saying there in like. I thought you were like, yeah, growing up around D.A.R.E made me realize.
Oh no! D.A.R.E, the United States program when you're very young. It was what was it?
With the fucking lion in the black T-shirt.
You're there to resist. That's trash. You're there to resist drugs. Keep drugs away from kids. And honestly, like, I hate smoking, and I think a lot of it was because of this. Honestly, I think, yeah, like I think they.
Dude, D.A.R.E taught me that when I went to college, some people were just going to walk up to me and be like, hey, kid, want some drugs? And that did not happen. I did not get any free drugs.
Wait, that is true.
What the fuck, dude? I will say, I still remember, I think it was like in 4th grade or some shit. I still kind of remember this. This lady came in and gave a speech for D.A.R.E and was like, you know, there was this one time that a lady did so much drugs so much, and she didn't even specify which, like did so much drugs. She drove on the freeway high as hell. And then she crashed her car because she was so high into a bus. Inside that bus, a lady, but she was pregnant. And both the lady, the bus driver, and her baby, and the driver all died because she did drugs.
I'm not going to laugh.
And all the kids were like, I remember that shit. I was like, damn, I shouldn't do drugs. What if I drive into a pregnant lady on a bus on the freeway?
That's so funny because it's so ridiculous.
And then as I got older, I was
yeah.
like, no one drives a bus on the freeway in LA, I think. Do they? I'm trying to remember the last time I saw like a bus on the freeway.
They don't. I don't think.
Or maybe I just don't go out. Maybe they do. I just don't go outside when school's out.
I think it's common for them to take more normal streets because they're picking up kids on the way, right?
Yeah,
like
I figured.
Like
yeah.
they make school
Their
bus
routes are like local, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured that's
how
the
I
case.
got to school when I was a kid. So
no,
unless stuff has
lady.
changed.
Watch someone in the comments is gonna be like, dude, these guys are so out of touch. School buses definitely take the freeway, and
Dude,
they probably do.
I would not be. I am a little out of touch. I would commonly have to ask people, especially in my chat. I'm like, yo, so like, what's up nowadays? And like, man, you just saying that makes you look old. I'm like, trying to keep hip with the kids.
No, dude, like this guy is just like fucking doing his UMA runs, and like he expects his chat to be like the fucking daily news. Like, yeah, what's going on today? Global leader died. Oh,
dude,
that's crazy.
I feel like the guy who my mom was this to me, where I came back from school, was like, how was school today? And like, I'm like, it's the same as every day, bro. Like, that's what I would say. It'd be like, oh yeah.
You talk to your mom like that?
No.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, wait, honestly,
same as every day, mom. What the fuck? Stop asking me questions and make me some food.
Honestly, when I was younger, I was that like kind of a dick, like rebellious kid, and I'd be like, same old. Like, it's the same. Like, I'd be upset that she asked me a question.
I have a question for you.
Yes, I love my mom.
No, I mean, of course you love your mom.
Just
that's fine. I'm sure you love your mom.
Yes.
Were you cringe when you were younger?
I used to go. I thought it was cool to go behind people's backs and like hit them with my middle knuckle and call it like a golden eagle or something.
Well, that's not cringe. That's just you're just a bully. Listen,
I thought
I often look back at my middle school and high school years, and I'm just like, wow. I really wish that frontal lobe developed a little sooner. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I was the type of guy who had really sarcastic humor, but like not in a way that had any sort of like boundaries. Like I would just basically make people feel bad, and that was my humor. Like I would just be mean. And like looking back,
wait,
like,
I would do that too. Like legit.
Dude, it's just like, it's really bad. Like I look back at myself, it's almost like a different person. Well, I still like, I don't want to say bully, but like, you know how like you banter with your friends?
When I learned what the word, I think it was the word bitch was, I would call people that. And then I would
you still do.
Well, okay, stop. I did not do that.
Dude, just today was like, sup, bitch. I'm like,
I did not
Scarra,
do that.
What the fuck,
but
man?
like, I would just call like people at school that, because it was just like the new word that I learned. And it was like, they would get their feelings hurt. And I would be like, I don't know what I said was wrong. And
yeah, I just called you a bitch. Why
later,
so fucking hurt?
Later, I was like, oh man. Like later, as in like much later, I was like, oh, maybe that wasn't a great idea. Like I did not really understand my use of words was inappropriate till later.
Yeah, it was really bad. I feel that like I just didn't really understand how that it just wasn't funny. Like I was just hurting people's feelings and be like, haha, that was a good one, you know? And I'm just like looking back, like I wish I could fucking be like Malevola from Dispatch, which is a great game by the way, and just reach through a portal. She's a really hot red demon, like succubus type woman.
You got me at
portals. She makes portals.
Woman.
She's kind of like Magic from Marvel Rivals.
That's sick.
Yeah, she's hot. I wish I could just like go through a portal through time and punch myself in the face repeatedly for many things that I've said.
I feel like that's just normal.
I guess it's normal, but like I will say, I do remember that I think I have run into people from high school from time to time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they remember me as that guy from high school. And honestly, I don't fucking blame them. It's like, it's not their fault that I was kind of a cringe asshole. You know what I mean? So it's funny. So I'm from LA, right? So they're people that I grew up with in LA. Like I will see them from time to time.
Yes.
I feel like most people in our industry are like transplants, right? Like a lot of people you came from Texas.
I'm sorry, you said that like a slur, and I was like, okay,
transplants.
Hold up, like yeah, continue.
Yeah, we imported you guys. Okay, like what else do you want me to fucking say?
No.
Listen, a lot of
sorry.
like, OTV is like Canadians, Washingtonians, Texans.
Okay, I'm just sorry. I was just
one girl from New Jersey. Okay,
I was thrown away when you were just like.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Like,
let
me say imports. Like, we just imported Faker. I don't know. Like, you guys aren't from LA, so like, I think I'm like unique in this aspect where like I still run into people from like decades ago who knew me from like high school and shit. And I remember seeing this girl at the bar. This is already after I'm already dating Anita, by the way.
Okay.
No fucking weird subtones or subtext or whatever. I'm just like, I meet her at the bar. I'm just like,
she's gonna see this later.
So no, she won't. She doesn't. I don't think she. Oh wait, actually. Oh wait, there's more to this. Anyway, I see her at the bar, and I'm like, oh hey, good to see you. Long time no see. Like, and I was like, hey, do you want me to buy you a drink? And she's like, no, I'm here with my boyfriend. Like, and I'm like, hey, that's fine. Okay, it's nice seeing you. So like I took the hint and got the fuck out of there. But it was just like I knew that immediately she was not she did not want to have this conversation. She did not want to pick up where we left off. So I was like, all right, fuck it. It's all good.
You treated women like shit back then.
No, I treated everyone like shit back then. It was a universal thing. It wasn't misogyny. It was just being an asshole. But the funny thing is do you remember this app? Fuck. I forgot what it's called.
Hinge?
No, it was like a gamer app where gamers.
Oh, Kippo,
yes. So I got like the Kippo Plus account because I was friends with Sean and he was a developer on Kippo.
Sure.
And her fucking boyfriend matched with me on Kippo.
I'm sorry, her boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was funny because like you could do like as a Plus user, you could see people who like your profile.
Yeah.
This Kippo was meant to be an app that could be used both for dating and also for like platonic link ups or whatever. So this guy, I looked through my platonic link ups and there's this dude, like I'm looking through all of them and I saw this dude's profile and in the dude's profile is her, my friend from high school. And I'm like, oh shit, like small world. Like this guy who liked my account is someone who was dating someone that I knew from high school. And that was the same girl that wanted me to fuck off at the bar. And
then the next part of the story.
That's it. No.
We can't tell on the stream.
What?
You got back at her in the only way you knew how.
I fucked her boyfriend. I let him peg me. Well, no, you wouldn't have to peg me. You just
no, okay. That's
penis,
great.
Right?
No, that is odd. No, I'm glad that's what you use Kippo for.
Yeah, that's right, Grace. Your boyfriend fucked me in your face. Anyway, yeah. So
thank God she's never gonna see this.
Thank God she's never gonna see this.
That would be really embarrassing for you.
No, but I will say that there are times where I just like cold sweats in the middle of the night, remembering all the cringe things that I've done and said, like back in middle school and high school, and even like kind of. I think my in college my frontal lobe developed ever so slightly, but I would only say that my current state of like awareness of how my actions affect people really came into being around when I was like 25, which I know that's like hella late for a human being, but I guess better late than never. I don't know.
I do think that like you have been the person alongside Lily to have grown the most year by year that I've known you, which is really good. Like grown in like a positive way. I'm not saying you were a piece of shit when I first met you.
I was kind of a piece of shit.
But like I remember that when we first met, we didn't immediately click and become friends.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
We didn't talk that much. We were just like very distant acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
And then like some shit happened.
We trauma bonded.
Yeah, we trauma bonded. And then I ended up being closer with Peter because of that.
Yeah.
But probably that was only possible because I thought that Peter had, I want to say improved as a person, but that's a really weird statement to make.
No, I would say I would say improved as a person.
I think you just developed a lot because I think a lot of people had certain issues with you over the years, and they would. I know.
I'll even name the specific instance. Okay.
Okay.
I remember going into Yvonne's chat and there was another creator. We wanted to tell her to do like play a game with us.
Okay.
And then I basically told Yvonne, dude, you're I forgot what exactly I said. I basically said something mean along the lines of like, oh, like your game is like so shit anyway, or you're playing so bad anyway. Something mean as fuck. I basically just said like, oh, you're fucking inting anyway. You just forfeit the game and play with us. Something like that. I said that in her chat, thinking that I was being funny. Also, me and Yvonne were not close like that at that time. So like, I don't know why I thought I should have been able to banter like that. You see, this is me not understanding boundaries as a creator yet. And Yvonne messaged me later privately. It's like, hey, I don't like that you did that. I don't appreciate that you came into my chat and did that shit. And right after that, I messaged her back and was like, hey, I'm so sorry. That won't happen again. And, you know, it happened again. Well, only... but only after we became good enough friends where that was a socially acceptable thing for us to do.
Dude, I am not even kidding, man. When I first met Peter and we were playing games, I was like, this guy is a rager.
I was a rager.
And I took some of our mutual friends to like talk to him and be like, yo, dude, the game's not that serious, man.
Yep.
And then he mellowed out.
Yep. I mean, I will be honest, I still rage sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
But like I try to like chill the fuck out. Like I try to melt.
I think that it's obvious. There are some of our friends who are highly competitive. Like the funniest thing is like me, who should be the most competitive, coming from the most competitive background, is probably one of the chillest people.
Well, I see like Buddha.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You were like one with the... I've never seen you tilt ever.
Yeah, I don't really tilt or get really mad about stuff that easily on stream. Unless you bring up the words Lost Ark, to which I could talk about for 5 hours. But I think that for the most part, it's weird that me being the most competitive background and is the most chill person, and the people who aren't are so competitive. Like, I think you're kind of similar on the level where like you and like Ray and like Pokey and them will be like super competitive sometimes. And I'll be like, damn, you guys are like, we need to win to have fun. Like, I think winning and having fun are on the same wavelength. For me, I can win and I can lose and still have fun, but generally speaking, it is harder than it's not always the case. But for some people, they always need like a very, very close win to like a win to feel really, really good competitive wise. I think that's a really interesting thing. I think balancing that amongst like all of our friends that have different levels of competitiveness is cool. I think you should always have multiple people on different spectrums. It helps balance out the
I'm definitely
thing.
on the spectrum too. So yeah. No,
I'm learning a lot about you today.
I have mellowed out a lot, but also I've learned to just play less of those games. Like I play Valorant way less. Actually League I think is a game that I just don't tilt anymore. So yeah, I'll be like, oh man, I'm getting fucking dove again, top lane, huh? Ah man, this sucks, huh? Yeah. But then I'll just be like, hey team, sorry, I fucking lost top lane. I don't know what to do about it. Yo, this Aurelia, no idea how she went 14-2. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That literally, I swear to God, the more I play, the more I'm like, everything's just a mental game.
It is.
You overcome the mental, you become one with nature.
Yeah. No, it's good. I've only crashed out once really hard that I can remember in like the last 3 years now.
I remember I was there.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
You apologized immediately after.
Yeah. Really, it was real bad.
It was kind of bad.
It was bad.
I guess it is really interesting. I just feel like I never really get angry about stuff, but dude, I'm really zen.
You and Danny, I find to be amongst the most untiltable human beings. I've only ever seen Danny like truly crash out once, and it was in a game of League. Actually,
really,
it was in a game of League. He was jungling for us, and I think they were stream sniping and counter jungling him and doing because I think the enemy team knew that Danny was the best player on our team.
Yeah.
So they were doing everything in their power to make sure he had a bad game. And he actually was like, FF, bro, I can't do this shit. Fuck it. Like this is the first time I've ever heard Danny ask for an FF. Like that's how I knew how bad it was. Like shifter Danny Lee. Like he never tilts. But this one game of League, this 1 5-stack of League, I think not only did he tilt, he also said, I can't play any more games. I think I'm done. Like he called the FF and then like, yeah.
He called the FF and LG at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's a little rough.
That's how you know no man is truly perfect. And one day, someone's gonna come into Scarra's chat and backseat his Uma run one too many times, and then he will truly see Scarra.
I'm just saying, Uma, a little bit of an Uma update. They just changed the whole thing. It's the first time I've ever seen anything like this before. Uma has been out in Japan for 4 years. They have an anniversary edition every year, and then it's a big event, and they change a lot of things in the game. So they had their half anniversary. Like, we're catching up, so we have an accelerated schedule. We just had the half anniversary, like 2 or 3 months in, so 6 months anniversary after 2 or 3 months, and they were just like, you know what, fuck it, just throw in what we also added in the first year of changes as well. So all the content creators are just like, what the hell is going on? The meta's completely blown up because you're getting new stuff at a different time than any other server got it. So everyone's scrambling to figure out what the best thing to do. And it's really cool because before we were just following a blueprint from other servers how to play the game. And I think now there still will be stuff that's really strong, still blueprints you can follow, but there's a lot more open variants. I think the
meta's like not static anymore.
Yes. And it's very good for people who have like their favorite Umas to be able to play them now.
The best part was that I tuned in a Scarra stream and his Umas were wearing skimpy outfits, and I was like, oh,
there's a Uma called Marzensky, and she has a swimsuit outfit. She's unfortunately the strongest mile runner.
Unfortunately,
mile medium front runner in the game, and I pulled her in 10 pulls, and I just had to use her.
I will say that the one that I saw was not a swimsuit outfit; it was something else.
I don't.
So you must have multiple Umas and multiple.
I do not play Snowbreak or Dust.
Brown Dust.
Thank you.
Why is it called Brown?
Brown Dust 2, I think is.
Why is it called?
Anyways, okay, let me explain.
It sounds like fart.
I was in my chat the other day, and I was playing Uma, and I was just talking about gacha games, and I was like, what? Because people are like, Uma's a Gooner game. I'm like, bro, Uma is probably the least Gooner gacha I could possibly fucking think of.
The least Gooner of the Gooner gachas.
I don't even think it's.
You're saying Uma.
Of Uma. Of all gachas, I think Uma is specifically like the least Gooner gacha. It's like strictly like a bottom 2 or bottom 3.
Where would Nikkei rate?
The thing is, I think if you're not in the know, well, my chat was explaining, Nikkei isn't even top tier. Because Nikkei is like, people think it's crazy. Like, you're just showing tits and ass in that game. It's all over the things. But then they pull back. Like, it's not that crazy. But they told me that Brown Dust and Snowbreak are essentially just pornography.
Our editor is showing a trailer for Brown Dust 2, I think, right now, and it looked like one of them pulled their titty out to breastfeed or something. Like, they have censorship in their own ad.
Yes, I just saw that too. That was crazy. Anyways, I've seen some of the animations, and I could not show them to my stream. I was like, I might get fucking banned.
Yeah.
And so I did not know there were levels to this shit. So me and Peter did not play this right now, but maybe Peter will get into it.
Would you not be fucking... Listen, I play games to play games, though. Like, if a video game you play gets you horny, isn't it just exhausting? Like, because you have your goon time and you have your game time. When you merge those two things,
but it
just sounds
maybe for gacha players, they have so many gachas to play, they need to be efficient.
I don't even think like top tier Gooner gacha gamers even goon to these gacha games. They see this like as like, no, I pick this character that has this little fucking clothing because it has this much stats on it. It is so good, you know.
I think if you're playing those two games, you have to be gooning.
Well, I don't think they're gooning to the game itself. They
have to be.
No, I think they're finding like third party material
right.
thing that they're playing.
Right, but the thing about efficiency is that you don't even need to go to a third party with these two as well.
That's why I'm saying, isn't that fucking tiring? Like,
it might be efficient.
Goon time and I
don't know. Just be efficient.
I don't know. I feel like my dick would be bruised if I was like I don't know, if I was full timing Gooner gacha games, like there would just be no rest.
I'm just saying, great pivot.
For my penis.
Great pivot for your next stream. If you're ever curious about needing new content, you could try out these two gacha games.
My next stream is going to be my ass getting kicked by 2XKO, which is, I guess, a goon material for some kind of sick fuck out there.
wow, they have a Mushoku Tensei collab. That's pretty funny.
Wow, that's the most clothes I've seen on a character like this entire time you've been showing trailers of Brown Dust 2. That's crazy.
That's actually true. Holy shit.
Doesn't even look like it's from that game. Well, okay, I will say, I mean, I also agree that Uma is not a Gooner game.
Yeah.
Essentially, well, mostly because like if it is a Gooner game, that'll be fucked up because what the fuck is that?
Sorry. We brought up another Brown Dust.
Fucking Brown Dust 2 trailer.
Official trailer from their YouTube, and they have to self-censor their characters.
Yeah. And they're so censored that you can't actually see their bodies at all. Like, it's all implied. But, like, she's holding a sausage in her hand, and you could see her toes, and they're shiny. Anyway, our editor, Felix, knew all about this, was the first to talk about it. Probably spent, like, $1,000 in the game just today. Felix, our editor, is a Brown Dust 2 connoisseur. Please, Brown Dust 2, send him a PR package. He would love it. Anyway.
I will say though, speaking of other gacha games, I've heard CZN is the best gacha game gameplay wise that's come out in years.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get sponsored. I've been trying to get sponsored for this game. I'm like, because I want to play it and have my first reaction be the sponsorship, or else like they won't sponsor me if I'm already playing.
You see, I think this is my problem. I keep like being so full on. Hey, I love these games and I play these games, and like the sponsor's like, I don't need to pay this guy. He just fucking does it for us. Like I need to do it your way.
Yeah.
CZN, please sponsor us.
Yeah, like so, like I have seen a lot of people associate sponsor. This game is Slay the Spire combined with Darkest Dungeon.
Oh,
and it's gacha. And it is apparently the best gameplay. It's actually light on story, which is what people usually play gacha for. But it's a very, very, very interesting take on the gacha gameplay formula. And honestly, I love roguelites. So like it's right up my alley.
But this looks pretty good.
It sounds like I'm just chilling for this game. I'm waiting for the sponsorship.
We're waiting. Please, thank you. He wants to play this game. Give him money to play this game. Okay?
It's a weird thing to ask for.
I know. It looks good though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just too many good fucking games this year.
This has been a great year for games. I think in terms of variety, this is the best year for games that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In my last decade of playing games, this is the one.
Yeah. I brought up earlier Dispatch. Dispatch is an episodic story-based, like narrative-based game made by the former Telltale devs who made stuff like The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, essentially, etc. But this Dispatch has been blowing up on my feed, and I thought that I was like, oh, this game looks pretty good. The character design's good. How much am I actually gonna like it? I don't know. Turns out I really fucking like it. There's 6 chapters out of the 8 because they released it in an episodic format, which I really enjoy, by the way, because it kind of feels like people are like trying to keep up with the story in the same way like television used to work. The gameplay itself it's okay. Like you essentially it's a management sim. You are sending heroes out on missions based off of their respective stats and what the mission stats require. And like events will pop up. There's training, skill points, levels. There's like some RPG elements. So
it's Uma?
It's kind of no, it's not run based.
Okay.
It's not run based, but like for example, in a chapter, you'll like see the city grid and little like crises will pop up all over the screen. And you click on each crisis. Each crisis has a timer on it. You send your your heroes out to like resolve the crisis.
Okay.
And then like when they return, they're on cooldown. So like you have to manage who you're sending out really well. Each hero that you send out has like specific traits that make them better. There are synergies. The gameplay is pretty good. There's hacking in it. The hacking is like whatever, fuck it. It's not a big deal. I don't even know how much. Like I failed a hacking mission and it did not seem to affect the story whatsoever. So
okay.
Yes, but the voice acting is really good. I think this game really excels in terms of like how likable the characters are.
I love that. I feel like VAing has gotten so good in the last couple of years. Like you're recognizing the VAs a lot. Like Laura Bailey's here and everyone knows her name. I think she is from a bunch of really popular things, right? Like she's from Baldur's Gate. She's from I don't remember the others, some other stuff. But
I'm gonna be honest. I'm terrible with remembering voice actor names, but I know that there's a bunch of people who came from Critical Role, which I know is super popular, even though I know nothing about it, and people make fun of me all the time because I look like someone who would like Critical Role.
That's a slur.
So But Jacksepticeye voices someone. Alana Pierce voices someone. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad voices the character that you play. Moist plays one of the characters as well. And like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. And like, I do like the fact that even though the game, like, even though it's a story-based game, you could replay it just to see how different events would unfold based off of your choices. Like, there are some like significant choices that you can make that will change how your game like runs out, like unfolds. There is romance. I am big into Invisigal. I never drank the Blonde Blazer Kool-Aid.
Bro, everyone is into Invisigal. I only know about this game because my TikTok keeps bringing up this dark-haired baddie, fucking Invisigal, and I'm like, who is she?
Dude, I saw the fucking septum piercing, the short hair, and like the bad attitude, and I was like, I'm in love.
Oh my
I'm in love,
God.
man. I'm in love with pixels. But also low-key, like I was low-key hoping Malevola would be a potential romance option.
The demon?
The demon girl.
Yo, high key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
I like tieflings. I don't know what to tell you.
Big
fan.
But like, did you see the games blowing up?
Yeah, no, it sold over 1 million copies.
Yeah, the amount of people, like, this is their most successful Telltale game, like their story bits game ever.
Oh, really?
I think so.
That surprised me.
I think it's better than
Walking Dead.
I'd have
sold
to
more than Walking Dead.
I'd have to double check. Actually, if our producer could double check those, I might have just made that shit up.
I'm pretty sure that this is this company's first game, but this is former Telltale devs.
Yes, someone put up like the game stats of all of the games, their peak player base of all time, and this game has beat up every other stat by a mile. Like, they're talking like 60,000 people play this game a day.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy.
Mega popular. And it's crazy because like I feel like every month there's like
There's a great game.
You need to play this game. Like right now there's Arc Raiders, which I don't even have time to engage with right now because it's so, I don't want to say it's demanding, but
it's time consuming when we're playing 2XKO and need like 3 hours extra.
Yeah, right now is a period, like I feel too guilty playing Arc Raiders when I could be labbing stuff in 2XKO. But like there's Arc Raiders, the Battlefield 6 free to play BR is actually way better than it has any right to be. I thought I was fucking done with BRs, but that game is fun as fuck. I really enjoy the shooting in it and just like the layers of mechanics that the BR has. That game is fun. Just fucking, there's just some Ghost of Yotei I still have to catch up. Oh god.
Even other games like Ball Pit, whatever it's called, just came out. It's a fun indie brick breaker game. Ball breaker, sorry. And yeah, so like there's so many games, every type of game imaginable. Indie roguelikes, indie games, there's story games, there's like Expedition 33 came out, like everything.
You didn't even bring up
Megabonk.
People fucking love Megabonk.
Literally, so many insane games came out this year. This might be the best gaming year of all time. Maybe not of all time, but it's up there for sure.
I'm having a hard time thinking of a better year in terms of games that of every genre that people would enjoy. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
If you like shooters, you'd like this shit. If you like JRPGs, you'd like this shit. There's a fucking new card game came out this year too.
Oh yes, Riftbound came out from the developers of Riot Games, a company I know very closely. They did not pay me for this, but they send me a lot of products.
They didn't send me anything.
Go. This is their card game. They had Legends of Runeterra, which from what I was told was never successful. Like, it never widely successful. A lot of people throw around the word fail, but it was top 3 games, like card games, when it was out. It just ended up being super free to play, and it never really went anywhere. Right now, it still exists. I think mainly it's a single player format. And Riftbound came out as their actual live TCG. Just came out on Halloween. Me and Peter picked up 6 boxes, and I say me and Peter lovingly because he picked up 4.5, and I picked up 1.5 boxes, and the one I got was free.
Yeah, he paid for half a box. Riot, you hear that? I support your shit.
Riot, please send me more stuff. Anyways, we are going to a Riftbound tournament in December. Regionals held in Houston. And it's just something that I was like, I reached out by Frodan and was like, hey, Riot wants to send some, not send some, but like was interested in any of the TFT guys want to go. I was like, Peter might be interested. Ask Peter. He's like, yeah, I'm down for it. So the week before I go to Paris for TFT, I'm going to this Riftbound event. I've not played serious TCGs in over probably a decade, maybe longer. I don't think I've ever played a serious TCG format that wasn't limited. I used to draft a lot, but that's it. And at this event, you could win like cards and thousands of dollars. But we and Peter have been built like 2 decks already. And honestly, we
kind of have a 3rd deck built as well, actually.
Yeah.
We built from all the boxes that we opened, we were able to mostly finish 3 decks. It was the D.A.R.E deck, the Teemo deck, and the Leona deck, which none of them are the best decks, unfortunately. But regardless, did we ever talk about Riftbound on the podcast? Not yet, right? Not really?
I think we talked about that. We were interested in it.
Okay, we didn't talk about like our experience like opening. Not since we opened packs,
We have
right?
not. No, because we have not. We were talking about pre-Halloween.
Right,
This is
okay.
our first podcast post-Halloween.
Yeah, so ultimately, I think the impression that we have of Riftbound is positive, right?
I think Riftbound is going to go crazy. I did one of the first Riftbound things in Portland with the MTG guys, the professor. I came back. I told Peter about my experience, and I was like, I think this game is going to go crazy. My thoughts are, because they're focused a lot on the people playing, they have their IP is really, really big. You never shuffle, so you're able to keep very high active time, and they stole a lot of the best mechanics from Marvel Snap, from One Piece TCG, all this stuff to be able to come together to make their own spin on the card game, which is what I think Riot excels best at. They take elements of other games, add a Riot spin on it, and call it a game. I think that's their forte. They stick with that formula. They're pretty good at it. So I think.
So how about the MMO, huh?
They took the formula and they didn't really like it, so they redid it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see that for like 20 years.
No,
50 years maybe.
But okay, so my main worry with Riftbound was that I just wouldn't like how it plays. And I'm happy to report that I actually think that the game is fun. Like I think, like. The framework of the game, how the rules work, how the game is played is fun. I don't think that it'll ultimately replace it being my favorite, like Magic being my favorite TCG.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely see this as like I'll play some Riftbound and I'll play some Magic. But Riftbound is fun. Like I think the pace of the game is good. Like I do think it's really smart that the land base, the rune base, I guess, like the thing that you use to pay for spells, is a separate deck that you're always able to pull from. So you rarely have mana issues, or you don't have issues like having the mana at the very least. Because in Magic, it feels fucking bad when like you're not able to play any cards just because you didn't pull any fucking lands. So it's cool that they did that. I like the battlefield system. I think that's an interesting aspect. My main issues with Riftbound right now are like all production related.
Oh,
it's really hard to get product right now.
Really
fucking hard to get product, which is the thing that I actually expected the most. TCGs are fucked right now. So
it's weird because I thought Riot would be like, oh yeah, we should print more product. But like every TCG that's come out recently that's big, Lorcana, Gundam, have had product issues. The first run is always product issues. They only fix that problem like in their later runs.
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes they never fix the problem.
Yeah. So definitely availability was an issue, which I foresaw coming. What I didn't foresee is the actual quality of the physical cards when I receive them. My God, these are some of the worst cut cards I've ever seen. Like, yes, I think Pokemon has centering issues sometimes. Like, that could be pretty common. Sometimes you have like white corners. Almost every card in a Riftbound pack, a fresh pack of Riftbound, will have crusty edges. So
I think it doesn't have it for their highest rarity cards. Their showcase cards are cut from a different sheet.
Yes. So I think showcase and signed cards will very rarely have the whitened edges.
Yes.
But like
everything else is looking pretty bad.
Even the hits, like the rares, like the alternate art cards will have these really disgusting, like it looks like you shuffled your deck without sleeves look to them. And I'm just like, my God, like what the fuck happened to these? On top of that, also, apparently each pack is supposed to have minimum 2 rares. And that has actually not been the case. I think of the 4 boxes I opened, each box had at least 5-ish boosters that was just missing a hit. So it would just have 1 rare.
I think what I was told is that in each box, it balances itself out.
No, but also I heard that each pack was intended to have 2, maybe 3. So if you think about it, it averages out to 2 per pack, but you're actually technically supposed to have an average of slightly higher than 2 per pack.
That is fair. I think missing a rare is really egregious. I don't really know what happened there. I think if they can fix their production issues, I told Peter that their product production issues are going to be the biggest thing going into set 2.
Yeah.
I think Riftbound would do really well if they can also focus on their 2v, like their multi-person format. I think that's what brings a lot of the casual crowd, and I really would want a 2v2 to be a main format.
Yes.
Like, I'm hoping that, like, I think that there is a huge like hole that can be filled by 2v2. And I know Gundam is trying right now. I don't know how good it is. I've not got my hands on Gundam at all. I heard it's pretty lit. But I hope that Riot card game does well, because obviously I have close relations with Riot, and this is the first card game I've played that I feel like has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
That's it. I like and love the IP, and I hope Riftbound does really well.
Yeah. I want Riftbound to succeed ultimately. Riftbound's kind of a game where I actually don't really strongly feel the desire to like buy cards to get like the rare cool versions of cards. I think for me, Riftbound specifically, just having the decks themselves that I want to play is enough. Like I don't need the blinged out cards. Unlike Magic, where like I actually do kind of like want to chase like the cool looking cards. But I think that's fine. Like also like TCGs, it's expensive, okay? So I can't be chasing rares and fucking and like the hits in every fucking TCG that I play.
I really wish we got a signed card, but I'm sure everyone does.
Yeah, 1 in 30 boxes apparently is the hit rate for a signed card.
Yeah, you're right. 1 in 30 boxes. We pulled out 6 and we got 2 showcases.
We got 2 showcases. So the Darius, which is apparently the cheapest one, and I got the Lee Sin,
which is the coolest looking one, IMO.
Yeah. I could kind of tell. Like Scarra said, I think Riftbound can go crazy, because even Anita was like, "Baby, can you like get me into Riftbound?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to." Like, what made you interested in Riftbound? She's like, "Oh, like me and my friends that used to play League, and the ones that they're ones that also who play Hearthstone, and like they're interested in Riftbound because it's like a League of Legends card game. Like that sounds nice." I think TCGs are really where it's at right now, and Riftbound coming out is smart, or like it's really cool. So like I think it'll attract a very, I think it has the potential to attract more of the casual audience more than like Magic.
You ever think it'd be fun if we end up being like vendors for a day or like a month?
Oh, just like own a store?
Like yeah,
I'd be down. Honestly, if there was something I wanted to do outside of streaming, it would be owning a card shop.
Really?
Yeah. But I just know it's like not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I would definitely need like help from people experienced in the space to do it. But like, yeah, owning a card shop has always been a super cool idea to me. But yeah. Yeah, Riftbound. Fun stuff. Looking forward to its future. Looking forward to getting my ass beat by a Kaisa deck in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
But lastly, before we do anything else,
yeah,
we always end with the hottest of takes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any hot takes over there? I'm pointing at our editor. I'm so sorry. It looks like I'm pointing at something random off into the ocean.
Honestly, fuck our editor. He's just like fucking nonstop playing goon content on our monitor over here.
This is slander, and you will be hearing from my lawyers.
All right, can I start?
Yes.
With one hot take that wasn't from the YouTube comments. This was from my stream chat. Okay, Allison Becker. All right.
Okay.
That's her username with numbers. She said that Fullmetal Alchemist is overrated and just as shallowly written as Demon Slayer. That it was the Demon Slayer before Demon Slayer.
Well, I could tell you're upset because you remember the name perfectly. And you don't remember the names of the protagonists in the manga you read, but somehow know the exact numbers on the usernames of this person.
This conversation came up because I just said, like, I am not caught up on One Piece. I'm having a really hard time reading through certain arcs.
Okay. And they just decide to drop
and they are like the biggest One Piece stan, so they decide like, hey, yeah, they just drop that. Listen, Fullmetal Alchemist being overrated, I could kind of understand where you're coming from. It is like one of the most cited series in terms of like best, greatest all time, best all time. Yeah, obviously people are going to call it overrated. I've heard that argument before, and honestly, I can't even like really argue against it. It's like, yeah, I could see why you think that. Saying it's as shallowly written as Demon Slayer is fucking crazy. I feel like the author did so much fucking background research, had such well-developed characters in like a region that felt like it could be like, it felt fleshed out. Like it felt like the systems of government, the characters, the struggles, okay, sorry. Yes. It's just, I felt like the author did a really good job creating characters that matter in like both a micro scale and a macro scale in terms of like the plot relevance.
So just for listeners, Fullmetal is Peter's favorite anime of all time. Just as a heads up. He is very biased in this take. Yeah. But that's okay.
I will admit, I am extremely biased. I reread Fullmetal Alchemist at least once a year.
Damn.
The thing is, it's not that long. You could actually do this.
That's true. I used
in like 2 days.
I used to reread Hajime no Ippo, and honestly, that was too long. But okay, I, as a person who is, will Fullmetal be my best anime of all time?
You see, I don't know if Fullmetal Alchemist is my favorite anime of all time.
Okay, you're a little poser.
It's one of those things where it's like I haven't watched enough anime because like anime, just like everything is so different in terms of how you perceive things. But it's definitely my favorite manga of all time.
The reason I thought of this anime recently was because we were watching the Bomb Devil in Chainsaw Man movie, and she did this, and then blew up something. I was like, oh my god,
Colonel Armstrong, right?
That's exactly what happens in Fullmetal. I was like, that guy is so cool.
I would be so surprised if that was not at least partially inspired.
Yeah, no, it was sick. Honestly, it was sick.
Yep.
I think Fullmetal is if not my top one, into my top three. Like, the part of the reason why it's so good is the characters are so well developed. Yeah, I think it's that you got rage baited to the 10th degree by this person.
I knew I was getting rage baited, but I still came in swinging. I was like so dumbfounded by that take.
Okay,
so dumbfounded.
Now from our actual viewers, what is the next take? Because that one's a little too much. Like they're baiting you.
No, I think they genuinely believe it because they kept saying like I know that most people don't agree with my take.
You need to ban that guy.
Yeah,
expeditiously.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
Funnily enough, one of the hot takes is Fullmetal Alchemist, like the original 2007, is better than the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood for half the story.
Ooh.
That is one of their hot
takes.
takes.
Wish I could argue this. I don't remember.
Original Fullmetal
I just
Alchemist.
remember
there's a lot of
differences.
There's a lot of unique to anime stuff in the original Fullmetal Alchemist, right?
Yeah.
I think
the second half was being basically made up by the anime people because the manga wasn't finished yet.
They didn't have the source material.
Yeah,
right?
the source material wasn't available.
Yeah, you see, I'm gonna be honest. This was so fucking long ago when I first watched it that I just don't really remember it that well.
Same. I can't argue for or against it. Unfortunately, this hot take could be hot, could be lukewarm.
But I do remember liking it, at least. I do remember liking what I saw. I do think that a lot of people have a lot of aversion to original content that's not from the source material. Like most people are going to be against that shit. Like most people have a natural aversion to it. I just think like if it's a good story, it's a good story. That's fine.
I think
unfortunately a lot of filler is bad.
Yeah, a lot of the fillers are terrible. Like if you look toward examples of any of the common Bleach fillers, if you look toward even what series that I actually ended up liking a lot, like Kami Got Kill.
Oh yeah,
different ending. Just cool. Just did some new shit.
Yeah,
decided that we're gonna do some new shit.
Would you argue that season 2 of Promised Neverland was filler?
The funniest thing is I never saw this, but on my timeline I saw so many like comparisons between the manga and the anime, and then people would be like, "This is so ass." And the worst part is, it was gonna be ass even if it was a direct like 1-to-1, because Promised Neverland was always best when they were in the jail, in the prison. It's like Prison Break without the fucking prison, bro. You gotta go back. Not saying the kids should go back to the prison. That's weird.
Yeah.
But like I'm just saying that the story was always best in that contained thing. As they explore the rest of the world and you start learning more, I don't think that the author did a great job of you having that connection
They
point.
didn't have the juice to make the outside as interesting
Yeah.
as we thought it would be.
And I think the mystery kept you hooked a lot. And then when you started learning more about the other stuff, it just wasn't there.
You're just like, oh, is that how? Ooh, yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about
Yeah.
that series.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Next hot take is from Lauren4113. Hot take: being adverse to Gooner or weird anime leads you to be a boring and flat person, especially if you do such because of what others think. A Sister Is All You Need and Arrow Manga Sensei were some of those for me, and do I think it's the greatest media ever ever produced? No, but I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, and that's what mattered. I enjoyed the interpersonal relationships and the little drama that was there, and the insight of a fictional representation of a light novel author. I tried watching Kiss X Sis for that same reason, but it was pretty boring and was what it seemed it was, but I'm glad I formed my own opinion about it.
Well, I mean, dude, totally. Just like, I think you just engage with the material you want to engage with. I think not letting outside forces like influence your opinion on like stuff you want to read or watch is totally valid.
It's like meeting
Kiss X Sis though.
Yeah.
God damn,
I'm surprised.
dude.
I'm surprised you wrote that.
I actually also read it and also stopped because it was fucking boring.
I read it and also stopped because it was bad.
It was just fully like it was so all in on the ecchi trope that I was like, oh, but these like none of the characters are interesting. None of the story in this shit is interesting. This shit sucks, man.
Yeah, we read it for the plot for real.
No, but like I read ecchi like arrow stuff pretty often. I think for me it's just like I think I get uncomfortable when clearly old people engage with like much younger people. Like that's why like I often like cite Mushoku Tensei as an example of this.
Bringing that up, I read the comments on one of the other one of our last Fake Fans episodes, and someone's like, well, yeah, like the Mushoku Tensei protagonist is there to be unlikable. Like, God, what did they say? Oh my God, they said it was something like the
I remember
like
this comment.
modern day literacy is dead, and I'm like,
media literacy does not exist.
I was
apparently.
like, are you fucking kidding me? You say that because the protagonist is supposed to be hateable. And if you hate it, then the media is written well. It's just fucking bad.
I mean, I kind of understand where they're coming from. There's tons of books where like the main character is super unlikable, but like if the main character is unlikable because they're like a pedophile, then I think it's fine for me to not like the material. You know what I mean? Like, hey, mission successful. You made an unlikable character that I do not like.
Yeah,
I will stop reading this now. Like it's like
I think for this take, okay, it's something where it's like, look, if one of our friends, Jody, does not like fan service, if she doesn't like fan service to the point where it causes her not to engage with certain anime, that's her own prerogative. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you should watch Kiss X Sis. It has great plot. Okay, assuming it did have great plot. I am just gonna be like, look, okay, you don't watch.
I want that as a sound clip now.
You
like without context.
You don't want to. That's fine. I don't think you could gatekeep or like what's the reverse of gatekeeping? Like force people to watch something they're really not that interested in. I will say there are some Gooner things that are not bad, and there are ecchi scenes that are just a part of anime that are like there. And I still consider the anime pretty good. When I think about this, when this came out, No Game No Life, it was one of my top anime for the year. But like rewatching it, I'm like, oh, this is maybe a little bit more uncomfortable than I thought.
I hate that shit.
But
that was whack, bro.
I remember really liking it when it first came out, and I'm making Sid watch that was one of the highlights of my year.
That was it's fucking funny though, because Anita also really likes No Game No Life, and then me watching that first episode for the first time with you, I was just like, wow, this is wildly uncomfortable, and I think this is probably the case because I saw this as like a much older adult. Like if I saw this back in like high school or college, I probably would not have cared that much.
Yes,
but like I think now like I'm able to see this relationship in a very different lens.
But I think that's a good example of there's a lot of like ecchi random Gooner shit in this stuff, and it's like not that bad. And whereas the actual story is pretty compelling and it's pretty unique, and I think it's kind of cool. And it was, I think, anime of the year or close to anime of the year when they came out.
Yeah, I think there are probably like lots of things about No Game No Life that are very good. I just
Yeah, the brother and the sister thing are kind of weird.
Yeah, I just like don't really want to watch any more of it because of the brother sister.
I can't really tell people, hey, you should watch this, and then they're like, hey, what about this bro-con cis-con show? I'm like, well, it's just part of the plot. If they don't want to watch it because of that, I'll be like, you know what? Valid, cool. Not everyone has to love everything.
Yeah. I tried to get people to Dandadan, and they got to that scene, and they were like, nope. And I'm like, all right, bet. I get it.
I don't recommend Dandadan to people anymore.
Yeah.
It's my dark secret now.
But also, media literacy is dead.
Yeah.
How dare we? Like, what the fuck, man? Obviously, that guy was an unlikable character. How could we miss that? God, we're fucking stupid.
Do you have any final last take?
No takes. I think all your takes are ass. You guys should shut the fuck up and make sure to share more of your horrible takes in our comments.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.